Chef Clown Man, Chef Clown Man, Chef Clowny, Clowny, Clown Man, Chef Clown Man, Chef Clown Man, the Chef Clown Man Show. Chef Clown Man, Chef Clown Man, the Chef Clown Man Show.
There you are, Clown Man. You left this comic book at my house. I was looking for that, but I'll have to read it later. Right now, the making of Captain Cola and the Soda Squad is on. According to the narration at the beginning, it's the biggest documentary of the decade. The secrets behind what goes on in the minds of my favorite cartoon creators are being unlocked as we speak. Was that supposed to make sense? Ooh, the commercial's over. It's coming back on. Every episode begins with a script written by our talented writers.
Yeah, we come up with our ideas in the writing room. There are always a bunch of, revisions and stuff.
I remember this one time where we were gonna have Captain Cola do this sort of dance, but then we realized that would bring us over budget. So we had him just jump in the air instead.
It may take a lot of work, but the finished product is always satisfying. Almost as satisfying as the taste of Diet Dr. Cola, available half price for a limited time at select branches of Yummy Mart.
Once the script is finished, it's time for the animation. Each frame of motion is drawn individually in a long, tedious process. We start out with some rough sketches, then we trace those rough sketches and sometimes, refine them a bit.
In a hard job like ours, you have to cut corners here and there. Like, if someone puts their arms up, we like to just move the arms. You see, the rest of the dude just stays put.
Yeah, and sometimes we'll reuse the same animation for multiple occasions. So, say you want him to lift his arm for, dramatic effect. Maybe you could get some drawings of him, I don't know, flicking some switch.
Like that classic walking animation. Believe it or not, it's the same drawings every time. What a sweet process, but not as sweet as Diet Dr. Cola, still available in 8 sizes, all of them with the same classic flavor.
Sometimes we don't bother to draw a thing, and we just let him find some old clip to do the job.
Like, say he has to fly in the air, right? Well, there've gotta be tons of old videos of that, so all we need to do is put one of them in.
There might be some mistakes if you look for them, but it works well enough, and it costs way less money.
On the subject of money, might I suggest spending your money on a refreshing bottle of Diet Dr. Cola? Believe it or not, Captain Cola and the Soda Squad isn't perfect. Occasionally, we'll let in a few small errors that we either don't notice or don't have enough money to fix. But it's still a wonderful, magical series, matched in its beauty only by the delicious flavor of Diet Dr. Cola.
Wow! I haven't seen anything that beautiful since the Captain Cola 100th episode special. Are you thinking what I'm thinking, Johnny Johnson? I'm guessing no. I'm going to follow the footsteps of my heroes. Soon Chef Clownman will have a cartoon of his own. Isn't that a bit ambitious? If those people can make a cartoon, why can't I? Okay, you've got me there. All I need is some pencils, some paper, and a camera, and some Diet Dr. Cola. My cartoon is complete. Prepare to be dazzled by the second greatest cartoon of our era, surpassed only by every episode of Captain Cola and the Soda Squad. Congrats, Clownman, I'm sure it's great. Feel free to critique it as objectively as possible. I have to say, Clownman, I'm not an expert on cartoons. I'm not sure I'd be able to recognize what makes a great one. In that case, I'll have to find someone who does. Professor Frank McStein?
Hello, Chef Clownman.
Do you know anything about cartoons?
Of course. I've always enjoyed the world of animation. I'm familiar with classic cartoons, modern cartoons, and...
Well, you've never seen anything like the cartoon I just made. Creating a cartoon is my proudest moment since the time I said I'd create a cartoon.
Congratulations. Would you like me to come over and see it?
Yes, please. Be here as soon as you can. John Johnny Johnson, Frank McStein. Prepare to witness one of my greatest achievements. So, what do you think? Great job.
It's very impressive for your first cartoon. Almost no shaking cameras or visible paper edges to be seen, but there's definitely room for improvement. May I give you some advice for your next one?
Wow, there's a next one?
For one thing, redrawing the entire scene every frame is unnecessarily tedious. Besides, it leads to much rougher animation. Experienced animators draw a single background for an entire scene and use transparent sheets to allow for foreground motion. Let me demonstrate. Now, here's our hero. We want him to lift the flashlight. So we take a picture of this. Next, we take a picture of him lifting his arm, and we repeat the process until we reach the final shot. See? His arm's now fully in the air. And here's what that sequence looks like.
Wow, that's amazing!
And you can make just that kind of animation, provided that you have transparent sheets, paint, and most importantly, patience. Here, let me provide you with the supplies. These projection slides and paint pins do the job.
Woohoo! With these supplies, I can make my cartoon even better!
Without a doubt. But it's not enough for an animated video to look good. It has to be well written too. Your cartoon is certainly enjoyable, but there isn't much of a plot. Perhaps you could make it even more memorable by giving it a more interesting story.
You're a genius, Professor Frank McStein. Yes. That will do. And a little bit of that. You certainly seem to be hard at work. Indeed, I've been writing all day, and much as I dislike bragging, I have to say the process has been quite fruitful. I just might be writing the great American cartoon. You see, it begins with Charlie the Clown calling up Joey the Jester, and then Joey the Jester throws a pie through the phone. I haven't written the rest yet. A masterpiece in the making. But we need context. Why exactly does he call up Joey the Jester? Wait. What if he's calling because Joey the Jester parked his clown car in Charlie the Clown's driveway? Yes! I cracked myself up. Well, at least someone's laughing. Now, should we begin the phone call from Charlie the Clown's perspective, or should we show the phone ring in the middle of Joey the Jester doing something? And come to think of it, why did Joey the Jester park his car in Charlie the Clown's driveway in the first place? Think, Clownman, think! Maybe he ran out of gas right after the clown car race. No, we don't want to make everyone sympathetic towards him. What if there's an ice cream store across the street that sells sundaes to clowns for $1 off? Or would that be too unrealistic? Clownman, you're writing a cartoon about a clown throwing a pie through a phone, and you're worried about it being too unrealistic? Look, let yourself breathe a little. This is supposed to be fun, right? You really don't need to be taking it this seriously. Though if you want my advice, having the phone ring in the middle of a scene would feel slightly messy. Hello?
Great news, Clownman. Turns out the Town Animation Festival will be at the movie theater in a few months. If you could manage to make a cartoon in that time frame, maybe we could enter it. But I warn you, you'll have to take things very seriously.
Woohoo! My cartoon's gonna be in the festival! Are you sure you're ready for this? I mean, you're still pretty new to the cartooning thing. Shouldn't you be focusing on having fun? You betcha, but I'm not gonna amount to anything if I can't take it seriously. Well, I'm gonna have the most serious fun I've ever had, and so is everyone who watches my work! So swears Chef Clownman! Next up, Charlie the Clown throws an onion, and Joey the Jester bursts into tears. And they both smile at the screen, but then Joey the Jester hits Charlie the Clown on the head with a big hammer. The end. Now all I have to do is the script editing, the voicing, the sound effects, the drawing, the filming, the film editing, and the post-production effects. Chef Clownman is on a roll. Well, Clownman, you sure were on a roll recently. Yep, I've been dedicating my life to the wacky antics of Charlie the Clown and Joey the Jester. I burned 2 whole backgrounds while I was drawing on the stove, but sacrifices must be made.
Who knows? Maybe you'll get the grand prize.
We're lucky that Diet Dr. Cola Corporation was generous enough to donate it. Yeah, I can't believe they were able to part with a whole can of Diet Dr. Cola. And it's all because they want to support the wonderful world of animation. No, it's all because they want the wonderful world of animation to support them. And, now we present, Charlie the Clown vs. Joey the Jester by Chef Clown Man.
Joey the Jester and Charlie the Clown, the funniest people in this crazy town.
This is the worst thing to happen to animation in the history of the world!
He's made a mockery of this festival!
Cartooning is nothing to take lightly!
Let's give him a piece of his own medicine! That was a disaster. Don't be too hard on yourself. Easy for you to say. I dedicated my life to that cartoon, and no one likes it. I like it a lot.
Yeah, I'm an expert on the art of animation, and your work is quite impressive even to me.
Remember what I was saying earlier, Clown Man? The point of a hobby like that should be to have fun. You had a lot of fun making it, right? Not everyone can appreciate the effort you put into it, but we all do. You've entertained yourself, and you've entertained us too. It's not your fault that those animation snobs aren't willing to let you entertain them. Hey, I guess you're right. My cartoon has made you guys happy, and that's enough. Though it would be nice to have the prize, too. Look what I have! Oh my gosh! 1 can of Diet Dr. Cola! 12 ounces of the sugary sweet nectar of the Diet Dr. Cola Corporation. Available for a limited time at half price at select branches of Yummy Mart. Twice the sugar, twice the price. Now you're scaring me.